Hello and welcome back to the episode of Gregtech 6. Last episode I showed that I was in a bit of a crisis of gases, having too much of it. And then I built my power generation of a medium voltage, and after new things I need to learn about the Gregtech 6 power grid, we are now into this episode, so let us go. The main thing of this is that because I have been progressing a lot lately, you probably saw that I am eating not just aluminum, but also circuits to make the automatic shut-offs and everything else around here. I have made the sifter. I decided to go the same way as the crusher, even though I don't know how much I'm gonna use it. But it was cheaper to make it than the electric one. I followed the same setup as the crusher too, with the rotational engine and material coming here and splitting through. And I have run my JD to try to get my lucky. The hopper is set up to up, so not the output or receive. And this one here that I process some of it. I got 5 shipped jades. Oh man. And into the other one, oh, this was a little better. 1 dusty, 2 flawless, 4 shipped, 1 flawless, and 1 exquisite. Very nicely done. This will suffice for now. Together with this one here, I can actually make the tool I wanted to make for a very long time. But aside that, there is not much else here to show you. And of course, you start to see that things got a little more colorful around here. Have this antimony hopper, cobalt chassis hopper, and so on. That's because I am getting a lot of extra materials, like antimony, some cobalt and everything else. I don't have too much cobalt yet, but I still have this to process when I have it empty my sulfur dioxide. So I've been starting to make more of this random stuff here because it can make from various materials, especially the chests. Make from antimony, nickel, and everything else. I also gain antimony by centrifuging the sluice juice. Is one of the outputs with zinc, chromium, tin, copper, and this stone here. And I don't know if you already knew, but this stone has an actual use that I was not aware until a little ago. Anyway, let's go for the main event. That is my setup to make circuits. Ta-da! Look at this monstrosity. You have a press powered by electric, and for now just a single battery because it don't need that much of power. If not, I'm not gonna make another one, what it won before. And here was the same setup as my sequence head alloy maker. We have a sequence head item maker because all of this go into the press. So why make multiple press when you can make just a single one for everything? In the first place here, gonna put sand together with the plastic plates. Yes, sand. For some reason, Greg allowed this to happen. Just need to actually find where I put my plastic. Is it here and I'm just too blind to see. I think it's here. Ah, come on, where is it? Ah, here it is. It's the most invisible if it wasn't for the number. Let's bring just one for here. And starting cutting my remaining balls. Then I'm gonna press sand with the plastic plate to make the really sand. Make the circuit plate into the press. Then I'm gonna back to the system. Just like the smelter, it auto-feed itself with the items. And up here, together with the circuit wiring, I'm gonna make the plate itself. I'm gonna make the printed plate, I believe it's called. But now I'll be making it copper. It's the same name, circuit plate of copper. And into the other side, you have the configuration to make the parts with tiny germanium plates. Quite different from the other ones. These will make at least 4 of each, because you require 4 parts to make a circuit. And then you're gonna arrive here for the final part that combine the circuit plate with the wire with the parts to make the basic, the circuit board. In this case, good. And here gonna be battered in solid alloy to become the circuit itself. The headstone down here is the same as this one here. The difference is that I have a huge delay for the pulse of it to activate it. Probably there was to be some good option into the blue power to do this without so many repeaters into this very ugly shape, but I don't know. And the other difference is below the press where I have a cover, a different cover, that is the activity detector success, emit when the machine produces something. So when the press made something, gonna give you a signal, and this delay will allow that material to actually arrive into the system before doing the next part. So let us go. Click here and back over the delay. Here arrive the plastic plate and the sand, and it's outputted. And there goes the signal. Now gonna arrive the plate and the wiring. Very good, very good, very good. Now going to be the parts. Very good, very good. But because I placed too many germanium things, it's gonna do at least twice. So let's remove this one too. Go for the board itself. The board, the parts, and make the circuit. And it's being soldered. And we got our circuit. The system working as expected. Now I can use this to make all the circuits of good quality how I want. And later on, if I want to do the tier 3, just need to replace the wiring for copper to gold. And then if I want to make the tier 4, gold here, and also trade the copper, final copper here from copper to gold to get the tier 5 and so on. So this is just a update later on. This is my setup to do circuits for me. I just need to for now feed it manually. Later on I'm gonna place down behind here an extruder to make the plastic plates. Yes, extruder, because if I try to make it in any place else, it's going to burn some plastic away. Then we have a buzzsaw to cut the bowls into the tiny ones. That's not the difficult part. The difficult part will be making the wiring, because the wiring is very complex to make. But now I am manually making it by hand, but later on I'm going to need to have this precision laser set up to produce the wiring. And we're going to be required to make the higher tier one, like the gold. The gold one cannot be made by hand. It will be made here. So I have to have an extruder, have a cluster mill to make plates into foil, and then the foil into the wiring. And also another one to make the fine wires from rods. So yeah, this is gonna be troublesome, at least. But it will at least work. And this was the wrong flaw. And take a chance of the new material that I'm gonna start to place for me. Let's replace this ugly Minecraft ladder here and use the Gregtech antimony. Can I rotate it? Ah, it is on this side here. I can go here and just all the way up here. Now this is the new ladder. As you can see, I don't fall, but if I crouch inside in top of it, I will start to descend. What? But how do I use it now? Huh? Well, it helps, but not much. Probably gonna need to do something like something like this, so I can use it more easily. One thing about this is that because you are inside a block here, you can't be punched by other players or anything, so it's kind of a safe place if you want. Everything here is still the same. I have upgraded the side of the base here too, and think about placing the tanks here outside the base to hold the liquids. I don't know how about it yet. And try to put some walls here. Anyway, let's build that tool I wanted. Let's remove the germanium from here and place this one here on its place. Oh wait, you require a... Oh yes, you require a very big amount of power. Tricky game. You are very tricky. Good thing I have the other one with me. This one I have to cut manually. Oh. Oh, you are You're very evil. You're very evil, Greg. You are very, very evil man. Now I can't find my soul. So let us do it. Let's cut this shade into 3 plates, and there's one into another plate for 4 plates. Now, if I use a file into this one I made before, something else to make a rod. I need both. A saw and a fire. Oh, interesting. Like this. And I still have to cut here, but I probably cannot use the cutter. Oh, I can. At least that I can do. At least this I can do. And screw you. Let's pick some curved plates. I believe it is something like this. And then you all on the sides. And a hammer. A hammer. This one is almost breaking. And a jade drill tip. That's one. That's one heavy here for Endymion plates. And one Endymion screw. And same thing as before. Endymion drill tip. Now have aquí the drill itself. For plates, a motor, the drill tip, a screw of it, and a battery, and a screwdriver. We go here, Endymion screw, the covered plates, the motor, and have here a battery. But I don't want to use an empty battery. So let's go down there and actually replace some of it. Let's take these ones that are full and place those into place. And why this is not full batteries, I'm gonna explain in a bit. Now place it here. And we're gonna have a mining drill of a medium voltage of Endymion that has silky touch. And why medium voltage, not low voltage? For a simple reason. As you can see into the tooltip, the mining drill of a... Let me show you right here. A low voltage drill probability is the same as the normal material. A medium voltage durability is twice, but the important part is the level of the tool is +1. And a high voltage is 4 times durability, but the level is still 1, just a little faster. And Endymion is a level 3 material, so by making it level 4, you will be able to harvest most materials, no rocks at all, and also lose less durability. So let us make it. And neglect the space for the jade one, like this. Jade is level 2, now becomes level 3. Can mine everything including the black and red granite. And with this, I have now my drills to drill everything I want. Fortune 3 for mostly arcs, and Silky Touch for the ones I want to bring here and actually destroy by myself with the dynamites. And speaking of which, probably saw for a very long time that I still have used I made that time. That's because they are kind of useless against mostly precious ore because it's just too weak. So what I'm gonna do is gonna grind it in dynamite to combine it and make strong dynamite. So let's do that. Bye bye dynamite. Now, why didn't I fill up the large battery with the batteries? That's simple because if I do that, I'm gonna burn the cables because each battery inside would means 1 extra amperage into the cable, and since the cable is just plus 4, only 4, that is the maximum. So I need to paint something to actually hold more than that, and that is a cover, a selector cover. Like this one here, the manual one. And some circuit, some cable, some button, and a cover like this. Now let's pick one of the circuits I just made. And select the cover. Now I can go down there. Slap point and set to 4 amperages, no more, no less. So I can fill the rest one here, and they will only output 4, not running the cable. And because this is a medium voltage, is here that I'm gonna actually charge my drills. I think that was all I wanted to show you in today's episode. Unless you wanted me to see using the mining drills. Oh, by the way, at the time of recording, Greg is about to release a version about its Zoom trademark. A version that has compatibility with Flax Bleed Wondrous Steam mod, a mod that I play with it almost every pack I made for myself. So if Greg is gonna add the compatibility to it, I might as well add it to my list of things that to this backpack here and have it play some of it. Now that I'm here, I can actually... Oh, it's too fast. It uses very low durability, but it uses power instead. Damn, it's too fast. Oh, my inventory is a bit full to make this. Let's go back home. Because Arseno is what will give me some gold. Because I'm going to require a lot of it very soon. Because despite we have so much thing here, and now we have the option to bat it and ask it to make vitrios, it's not always the best option. Sometimes it's best to check the possible process here to see if it's really worth to bat it. And in some cases, even if you should actually bat it, sift it, or separate it magnetically. I could bet the gold one I get from Arsene into this aqua regia, but I only get copper here, and just one of this to get one extra copper. But if I bet into sulfuric acid, I get all gold of it. I can get it, and the blue is copper. So here I have a 50% chance to get extra 12, no 10 ones. If I centrifuge it, I'm gonna get a chance to get copper, nickel, and cinnabar. Cinnabar is kinda interesting, but there is other way. And if I magnetic separate it, for each one full one, I have 18 chances of 6 here. If you make the meta fit, this would be the one that gives me more gold, because 18 times 6 is gonna be more than 100% of 2, of a 15 than 2 in theory. So those would be best to actually go in here. And have to look for each one individually and choose the path. I could sift galena to get more of it, but centrifuge it give me sphalerite, silver, and lead. So this is actually better in my opinion. Very earthy. There is just so much we have to go through. And I think I never actually spoke how I am doing the filtering for those materials. I'm doing the same thing I did here. For the batting into sulfuric acid, I have a barrel holding the item to make it whole, because the battery only work with a bigger one or 9 of the little ones. So I am kind of forced to use this. While here for now is the same setup, but it don't need to be like this, because the separator and shift can actually work with the smaller versions into not a full, not 9 of the little ones. I can actually later on place the Gregtech filter to actually send them directly there. This one is the only one for now that it requires to be whole. And yes, this is still full of hydrogen. I did not solve that problem here, because you need to think. I am thinking about moving the oxygen and hydrogen from here and place somewhere else. Maybe on the top. There is a lot of thinking to do, and to think if to decide if you're gonna actually do like Berdu and store the sulfur from the hoster, or just avoid it, because there is not much need for acids later on. Most of them are usable, so I don't need to keep them making them forever. I thought I was going to show you some use of the block of dust. It actually can be converted into gravel, because you can see into the recipe. There is a box into recipe. I turn it to it on gravel, but don't need to actually do it. If you have a barrel with the gravel, it will accept the blocks as if it was gravel, and then you can actually shred. You can sift it to have a chance to get the sandy, slaty, rocky, clay, flinty, with quartz or dusty, but you can shred it into a full block of sand. And this is very useful for a lot of stuff. Because the sand dust, as you saw, can be used to make the circuit plate. It can be electrolyzed to make silicon dioxide to make silicon. And so many glass. So there is many uses to it. But anyway, this is going to be it for this episode. This is On God. Thanks so much for watching.